All right, folks, we're live from my garage, and we are going to talk a little bit about the live streaming schedule for the weekend. I was going to do a short kind of walkthrough and playthrough with my pocket rig directly from the tournament rooms at California Extreme, but things didn't quite get into a state where we could start playing the games in a fair manner. When I left, there were no power, and all games weren't even there yet. So I took the decision to head home and do a short stream from my garage and just kind of like walk through the weekend and see and show you kind of what's going to happen, right? So the schedule you can see here is kind of like they're all hold times for when things are going to happen, right? And what I'm doing now is, instead of doing the preview stream from the tournament rooms, I'm sitting here in my home arcade with my pocket rig. So that's at least something that came true, because the rest of the gear is all packed up here on the floor. Basically, everything is in cases and ready to go. So. And that is all going down tomorrow. Tomorrow, Friday, 7 p.m., the 80s division will kick off. The stream will probably start a little bit earlier, depending on how things goes. There's a lot of work to do with the games, getting the games ready tomorrow. So, and I'm heading out here as early as I can tomorrow to help set up and do all that good stuff. And I also have everything nailed down with the 3 p.m. Saturday stream directly from the show floor from Marco's booth, and it's going to be absolute epic. I have an interview nailed down with Randy Martinez, who basically is the artist for The Mandalorian.
Calculations complete. Jumping to hyperspace. Now.
He's jumping into hyperspace. Yeah, so we're gonna talk. We're gonna chat Star Wars. We're gonna talk pinball. We're gonna talk art, and a lot of questions are kind of geared towards like how you work as an artist around pinball and stuff. Because I'm really fascinated how it all can come together, especially on this game on my Mandalorian LE, where the whole game is just so cohesive and there's nothing like I've seen before from Stern or anyone else, where like trim, art blades, backglass, cabinet, the works is just so well done. So we're going to see how all that kind of works out from the man himself. And shortly after that, we're going to play some games with Mike Vinicore. He's also known as MXV, Mike X Vinicore. And he's a programmer at Stern, and he's worked on a lot of games besides pinball. If I'm not mistaken, he has worked on Mortal Kombat. And he was one of the developers on Stranger Things. And I'm going to ask him why there's no attract sounds when I push the buttons. That is just one of those essential things that I would expect.
Our computers detect calling in pocket.
Godzilla has it, Mando has it, Tron has it. Well, Laser War doesn't have it, and I don't think TX Sector has it either. But anyhow, so we're going to do some MXV challenges, and we're going to play Mandalorian Premium. And I've heard that he's pretty good, so we'll see how that all pans out. Emoto says that those challenges are pretty hard. And I follow Mike on Instagram, and he posts some insane scores on his game, so I think this is going to be an uphill battle. And hopefully I will be able to at least scrape something off him. There's also a marketing guy from Stern there, I forgot his name now. We're gonna have a chat with him as well and talk a little bit about Insider Connected and such, because I have a ton of questions. So we'll see how that goes. And I also have a stream planned for Saturday night. So if you, and I'm trying to sort out the Wi-Fi situation at the venue. it is not crystal clear to me what the deal is yet. I think I can get on a premium plan there to be able to stream live from the show floor. The 5G connectivity in the expo hall or the show floor is not going to work. It's like a 28.8 baud modem upload speed, right? So I need to get on that Wi-Fi, and I need to get on a good plan, and to be able to stream live from there. If that doesn't work, I'm going to record a couple of hours, basically, as long as the battery lasts on my laptop, because there's a lot of games there. So I'm going to carry my pocket rig around and stream pinball. I might go down to Candy Cab Row to play some shoot 'em ups as well. Who knows how it's going to go down, but it's going to be all fun and games. And so once that's kind of done, so like Sunday 9 a.m. We're going to start streaming there are a few playoff rounds in the main first, and then we're switching to women's, and that's like one floor down, so we're going to have to move the whole streaming setup. So there's going to be a short break there, and then we're going to continue stream the women's playoff and finals, and then head back up into the main room and stream the rest of the playoffs and the finals. So there's going to be a full day of tournament streaming on Sunday, which is very exciting. And hopefully we get some interesting people on the stream to comment and stuff, because there's a lot of good players showing up, and most of the time the good players stay in the tournament, but once they get knocked out, they kind of feel, some of them at least, would like to participate and provide commentary for the stream. Otherwise, so I'm not playing in the tournament. I'm just going to go there in the sole purpose of streaming. I've been playing so bad lately. I can't muster it. It's better I focus on the streaming and get that done. But I did actually prepare a few other things here. Let me see if I can just remove the program here. We're all set there. And I'm going to switch over to my desktop and walk through the, sorry for the lo-fi kind of walk through here. So the main tournament room, this is kind of what it looks like now. And yeah, no problem, Gene. This is all good fun. So this is what the main tournament looked like when I left earlier today, and there's still 5 games missing from the lineup that is arriving from the Pinball Pirate. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, there is just Fireball here. I haven't started a video here, so here's the video. So there's Fireball, we got Metallica. Let me just switch to full screen here. We got Paragon, and let me just. So the Paragon is Lynn's Arcades. The Paragon is Lynn's Arcades, so it doesn't have like the wire gate here and stuff like that. So if you do a trap on the left, you're screwed basically on a rolling trap. The ball will just roll down the drain. It plays super fast and super vicious. Yeah, so let me just go back here. The Metallica, I don't know much about where it came from. It was sort of in pretty, it kind of looked pretty premium. I don't know if it was premium or not. It had a bunch of powder-coated habit rails and stuff like that. And the TNA, I'm not sure whose it is. It was in absolute mint condition, super nice. On this side of the tournament room, we have Rush. That's Lynn's Arcades Rush. It plays super fast. There's no rubbers anywhere, and prepare to drain essentially. The Walking Dead is a premium. I noticed there was the bicycle ramp there had the head that pops up, or the ramp flap that goes up. Meteor, that's a must in every tournament. Super fun game. I don't know whose that is either. Attack from Mars, so this is a remake. You can see that on the trim and the topper and the speaker panel. Not a big fan of that one, but there it is. and we have a Godzilla Pro, and that's Linz Arcades as well. So this is the area we're going to do the streaming from. We're going to have a big screen projector, and there's going to be a streaming booth. It's going to be like in a wedge here. I don't know exactly how it's going to look, and so forth, right? And there's also a women's tournament, and that is being played like downstairs from. It's just right under, not right under, but you kind of go down the hallway, and you go down the hallway and to the left, and there's a room at the bottom of that corridor. And here we got an Avengers Infinity Quest. It's a premium, Flash Gordon, Swords of Fury. And we got a gold ball with an actual gold ball. I don't know when I actually played this game the last time because it looked very unfamiliar, and I'm not actually sure if I played it or not. And the Spectrum, I don't know if the same Spectrum that was in the tournament last year. I can only assume so. We got Dolly, and this Dolly is from Linz Arcade, and you can do the you can backhand the drop targets. That's a pro tip, but it plays very brutal. And then there's a Mousing Around, super rad game. I really like that. So the women's gonna have a really fun tournament down in that room there. And as I said, we are moving stuff. We're moving stuff down for the stream. You will still be able to spectate the women's stream from the main room because we're still going to have a laptop up there hooked up to the projector, and you will get you will basically have the stream from there. Are they goal ball? Yeah, I think I've seen that game at either PAG or Golden State. I can't remember exactly where it was, but I'm not super familiar with it. But I need to familiarize myself with it if I'm going to sit there and watch the tournament stream. So we'll see where it goes. There is also a youth tournament that I don't know much about. The only thing I know about it is that we're not going to stream that one. So it's only the main playoffs and the women's playoffs all the way to finals. And there are going to be some breaks in between there because if you're qualified for both main and women's, you're allowed to play in both tournaments, and that's kind of why there's going to be a break midday, which is good because if you're playing in the main, then you can either follow the women's or go enjoy the show on the Sunday. And it's of course the 80s division on Friday. So that's kind of like the program for the weekend. I'm just going to put it up there again. It's going to be a super fun weekend, a lot of the streaming, and I just hope that I manage to sort out all the Wi-Fi. I do have like super good 5G coverage from the tournament room, so I'm not worried about that bit. It's more the only thing that's kind of in flight now is the Pocket Rig stream from the show floor 9 p.m. on Saturday. Marcos have a hardwire drop in their booth, right? So that is just going to be pristine, and so that's going to be super fun. It's going to be like a 2-hour-ish stream. And after that, it's not part of my program, but it's part of the main program. Andrei Masenkov is he's running his seminar, which is called Play Better Pinball, I think. It starts at 5:45, and you as a attendee of that seminar will be able to see the game and the moves and stuff on a big screen projector as well, because we'll be using my tournament rig to film the play field and the flippers and stuff like that. I'm also helping in to feed balls and things like that. So we did it last year. It was pretty well attended and very appreciated and there was a lot of good questions. So if you want to learn how to play better pinball, Andre is certainly the guy to teach you some of his techniques. And he's like a former world champion and all that good stuff, right? So with authority, he will be able to tell you how to improve your game. So, folks, as I said, it was just going to be a short update. I'm not going to play anything today, and I hope that we all have a fun weekend. It looks dope. I took a quick picture from the main floor. There was not a lot of activity there just yet. There was like a 20-odd arcade games, 20-odd pinball machines, so people are going to work basically day and night to kind of get everything set up and ready for us. So it's going to be super fun. All right, yeah. So I'm heading out. Gonna go out for dinner, and then I'm going back down to Santa Clara tomorrow. So thanks for hanging out. See ya.